totally me. Listen everything. She questioned me, and I tell her everything. And so, okay, continue high school, finish. And then my girlfriend, brother working on that army, the helicopter detachment, KP. So my girlfriend's brother working there, her brother took her to waitress. She took her sister. And she's a very good, she's a lot taller, and she's my best friend, high school. And the high school, college, the 2.5, close to 2 years I went to college. Home economic, I went. And then, the Korean War happened, stop evacuate, evacuate, carrying my sister, evacuate, south, 1 year was a hard time. Come back, house was still there, even poor house. Come back, absolutely nothing you can do. You can go back to school. There's no job for
kind of like post-COVID.
Yeah,
kind of.
it's like you can even have job for men. Where's the woman? There's no way. So day after day, there's a nothing.
Incredible.
There's nothing to music, there's radios, all this hot summer, mosquito beat the hell out of me. Winter is so cold, you can go out, there's not much clothes. All the time, and the health is very poor. So when you get malnutrition, you get malaria. I started got malaria, and I almost died from malaria. Malaria, yeah.
You had malaria, huh?
I had malaria, so I cannot donate the blood. Because and so is my one younger brother. Rest of us is okay, 2, 3 brother because malnutrition. Yeah. It's so suffer year after year, and then grew up, get strong. So I was college, totally no job, absolutely nothing to do. That she went to got a job, waitress job in office. One day she come, you wanna work? I said, what work? I mean, I don't know the job, So, you got a job for me, they need to go waitress. The officers crowd, and so what they do, who serve the officers? Officers go up the kitchen, KP. Yes, sir. How would you like eggs? Some officers stand up, over easy, scrambled eggs. That's fine. I don't know nothing. So anyway, I tell Daddy, but Daddy know that my dad was desperate time too. He cannot feed the kid, right? And all the kids just stay home day after their little house, drive him nuts. And you were mature like a teenager time. So I told Daddy, I said, I'm gonna work in those the officers come as the Myungi, my girlfriend, asked me to work over there. He says no for some. You are crazy. What I do when I have nothing to do?
Pride,
no, there's no food to feed the kids, right? So that's time I just do it against. He could never stop me, but that time she was a waker, So I got a job. My gosh, I was working on, and there's not too many officers, officers. They show me KP sergeant, mess sergeant. He was a big guy. He take me to show me. I read writing good, but the speaking conversation, nothing, That's why I started English over there. Here, I understand, thank you, please, or I'm a schoolgirl, like a student book, So the sergeant says, okay, he showed me what to do, you have to put a spoon and set the table, she and I too. The method is like maybe this. And every time morning come officers, captain, lieutenant, and the major, they come and have breakfast. And one captain was he was like sharp as a metal. Another, officers, they order food, I said, okay, I will have scrambled eggs, I will have over easy, I would have sunny size up. Not that the damn so many different kind of eggs, which I never even ordered. So, yes sir, take order. I go to kitchen, I have to give order to massaging. He said, what the captain wants to order? So I think he ordered he was over easy. I don't know what this. So I tell wrong.
Oh my God.
Order. So, sergeant cook and okay, take this over there. So I go over there. Most of the officers they laugh at I didn't order them. I eat it anyway. Or some officers pick up the plate, they go to kitchen to give. I didn't order this. She's a nurse, so she made me. So easy going. One was a very sharp. He said good morning. And other soldier coming, hi sweetheart, relax and make me laugh. Everything. This one is a striker, so sharp. I was just afraid of him. So I happened to wait him. I made a mistake. I think he ordered maybe scram or something. I ordered. He don't say nothing. He received that thing. Because he goes straight to the mess hall. He gives the massaging. I didn't order this, I ordered. So yes sir, sergeant said order, and sergeant said nothing. I'm just shaking one corner, I said, just like, if I have the mouse hole, I could cry in there. So beautiful.
Jane,
so
Jane.
sad, and that's how I learned. And so he's the only one so sharp and nasty, kind of to me so really too. He's just degrading, But other soldier, captain, one major, he's old. He said, "Hi, sweetheart," he said, He said, "Hi, little girl," What is the joke around, We shy, we left in a corner. How shy? We were so innocent. So naive. So that's the color naive. So we tried the best. Gradually I learned by, take home the homework. This is the picture sergeant says, this is over easy. This is the sun size up. This is scramble. There's another name on the way anyway. Well, now listen.
Well, now it's still a problem.
Yeah.
For young waitresses, it's still a problem.
Yeah.
Servers, not
I
waitresses.
said if maybe he doesn't say, oh hell with you.
But you were waitresses back then.
So how did they learn? And then they moved to different cities. They keep moving around in wartime. So they were moving to different country. Battalion, 8th Army moved to different there over there. So I moved to every time that company I worked for moving, I went to move along, but sometimes long distance, my daddy won't let me go. If I have to stay in the camp, they're gonna rape you, they're gonna kill you.
Which isn't far from the truth nowadays.
But so like a home community permit. So when the detachment, another company moved in. So there was a army, not a Navy or Army. One was an Air Force, the helicopter detachment. The next one moved, another battalion coming, there was an Army. And so at that time when I went to working over there, so I was pretty good ordering, so gradually. So when I reached a couple of years waitress job, my other girlfriend, she have a boyfriend, American. She worked in a telephone switchboard operator. So she called me, Raven switchboard operator, 8th Army. You plug the, for, general manager, general, call, they all go through the Army, 8th Army detachment. And the light come with the plug in there. Raven then, or connect me or so-and-so chief operator, or we have to pour another one and the plug in there, stuff like that. I made a lot of mistakes. One time, one general was so mad. Who know that girl he give hair for telephone chief operator? Who just she just unplugged the conversation. I plugged the wrong one. I got a lot. That's how you learn, So I was a switchboard operator, and then also short time I worked the PX. You know, the PX working time. At that time, the girl is you have to dress fancy, wear high heel. And Korean old people, they don't hide right. Soon as you have your back or you are a, prostitute or, you know that.
Yeah.
But I don't care. I just
So when did Frank show up?
So I was working switchboard operator. Frank was working Japan Center Exchange. That he built incident manager boarding area built all Army space. So he's a civilian cross, but when it comes to Korea, he goes to up north those the 8th Army. He working. He have to wear his uniform, but his rank is treated as captain. He can go to PFC or low rank crowd, but we always able to go to officers crowd. So anyway, this is my Miss Han, the whole born American. She's my best friend. One day she says, "Would you like to go out date?" It's just Ted, also Frank's best friend. Frank. They come from Japan back and forth. That's Miss Han, so his girlfriend. Ted name is. He says he brought to his friend, but he needed date. That was William Frank. So she says, I says, I dated a little bit. I told you the army. There was a short time. There was no any sex involved.
No connection.
Just to date a couple of times. He's a good dancer. And then I had to be home so time at the strictly. So I met Frank, and I still live home. So, but my husband was the first guy was it is just too much overdo. Hold my hand, always constantly robbing or but my husband was he wasn't just natural, just like him, never do it. So, okay, well, we take you home. I said I have to go home. So first day was we date. We go out to dinner, officers club. We had nice dinner, sham cocktail, steak, beautiful. They're plenty food in officers. And then there's a live band, orchestra, all the blues there, tango. We blues together. My husband don't dance. That Ted, my girlfriend's boyfriend, wonderful dance. So
you switch off dancing with other guys.
I love it. They took care of that.
Together, tango together, and then they come set Ted. Dance with Jane. I said, no, I don't know how to dance too good. I'm shy. Said, Kathy, come on, Jane, come on. So I dance with him. Frank, my husband just said, what, just drink. But he was a very gentleman. That's why I props him. I say, so I had to go home. So 9 o'clock, never, refuse or anything. Okay, there's civilian quarter there. There's used to be famous hotel Korean. Then all the American people got like civilian people. They took all the civilians. They have a beautiful quarter, each quarter. So Frank had my husband had his quarter. So we date and then go visit his room. And that's why I started, his room. So that was the first time. So started living together and get together closer. And after, and we got our own little house, my Miss Hans, her sisters have extra.
Did your mom or dad know about this
No. I
Of
still
course.
go home.
Good question, Jan.
We go to dance, and he no matter how late, late, but I have to go home. Then Frank says, we have a Korean taxi driver, those American people. So all you have to pick up the phone. Kim, I need a cab. Then Korean driver come to serve all of those American, civilian. It's totally different than soldier, army, So I said, I have to go home, we shipped, already a bad thing, and I have to go home. He says, okay, I call. He called, he never make force to do anything.
Force, yeah.
He just
Oh my gosh,
so
gentlemen.
So we started living together. We got a house, it's over there. We called 3 years. I cannot. Then year passed, slowly passed. One day he says, I have to go to America soon. My job is finished here, but I'm falling in love with you.
Oh, that's so cute.
I like to take with me. I told him, no way. My dad will kill himself. So it's sort of 8 months to tell my dad. Every day, weekend, I live with Frank, So I go home like weekend. If I don't show up, my dad would. So I have to show up weekend. I have to go, pay the respect that I'm home, And my mom is slave, says, I'm dating, guy, he's a wonderful man. I'm gonna marry him. I have to keep checking. Mom said, you're crazy, Daddy will flip, he's gonna kill you, and you cannot tell him. I know, I'm just dying. So every weekend I go over there, my dad come real late, he run the restaurant. He walk in the house, and I'm just watching whether, is he in a good mood? Maybe this time tell that I'm gonna marry you. You have to have a permission to paper start, that time. So she go to America, whether he's been married, he's got a wife, or I've been married, what kind of, I'm not communist, or,
it's complicated,
check everything, So complicated.
Wow.
And then the lawyers working, and the papers are delaying all the time, one page after. Some girls say, my girl says, do you have to bribe a little bit those lawyers? And I always don't have money. So I don't drive, I just wait patiently. That's what took so long, 8 months. Paper after paper, and months after, over there, the riding streetcar over there is a paper come back. Not yet. Still working on. Mm-hmm. And those kind of between, we have to little bit bribe, they're all, that's how they're living, Korean poor time. So I did a little bit, but not much, never have all this. So, Frank don't know those kind of have to bribe or anything. He thinks it's automatically, back and forth. So patiently wait, still working back in Japan. And I always ask, how many girls you have? Yeah, we probably have a lot of girls, And he kind of always mouth closed, kind of grin. Well, I married you. He said, I'm not marrying them. He says, So, that means everything. So finally, 8 months later, he's gonna kill me, but I'm dying. But, no choice. So, I'm just 1 week after, I just make a mind that, he's gonna kill me. I says, mom, give him a little hint. Says, that little girl tells that she's gonna marry to American, all this. At nighttime, they're private. I tell my mom, don't you tell Dad, Mom is a little bit easier. I check them all the time, but when they go to bed, my mom tell everything to my dad, So there is no way over my dead body. And finally, 8 months later, I went told him, I said, I'm gonna marry Frank. He never, but he know the name because if you don't let us not allowed to marry Frank, in Korea, woman not married, parent has to support the old maid rest of their life. Like if I'm not married, my mom and dad have to
take care of you
take care until old maid.
Good call.
died.
Good call.
So
You're off the hook, Dad.
Think about it. Yeah, think about that.
Yeah, that's a bluffing, keep with the checking, almost checking. I'm never gonna marry. And I refused to, my daddy said the congressman, Korean man, suppose I have to meet him date, you know. My dad pick up, I never show up, you know. My dad was like this. So everything I do was, I was upset.
Yeah.
So he hated me.
Uh-huh.
You know, I know he didn't like me at all because I was too hard to handle.
Oh my
Never
God.
show up the date, and then you know, side date was Frank, you know.
All right, I'm gonna stop
Never
right
know.
there.
Yeah.
That's where it needs to end.
Oh,
That's the
no,
first
no,
step.
that's not gonna.